What is going on, you guys? It's your girl Diana, back at you with another YouTube video. Now listen, I'm usually not the kind of person that reports on leaks, because oftentimes they can end up being wrong. However, I have seen multiple of these leaks come across my Twitter timeline lately. And when I saw that the Paldea Pokedex might be getting added to Pokemon Go sooner than I thought, I had to share with the class. So today I'm going to be going over some of the data mined leaks that have come out about what's to come in the future for Pokemon Go. So if you're new here, make sure that you subscribe so that you're always up to date on the latest Pokemon news, and give this video a thumbs up so we can push out into the YouTube algorithm so that more Pokemon fans can see it. And if you would like another way to support the channel, please feel free to check out the merch store. There is a link down below in the description that takes you to not only my merch store, but also all of my other socials so you can keep up with what I'm doing on a daily basis. But let's go ahead and take a peek into what we might be seeing in Pokemon Go. So I'm here on Pokeminer's Twitter page, and the tweet that came across my timeline a couple of days ago that actually piqued my interest was this one right here, where they were talking about some of the new Pokemon that were going to be added during the Hoenn tour in Vegas. And at this point, we already know about Latios and Latios, but the one that piqued my interest was Gimmighoul, and it says Gimmighoul Normal. And the reason that this piqued my interest is because we haven't really done anything with Gimmighoul in Pokemon Go since before Pokemon Scarlet and Violet actually released, and they announced that there was going to be some kind of connectivity between Pokemon Go and Pokemon Scarlet and Violet in the future through Pokemon Home, which we're supposed to get Pokemon Home connectivity in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet in spring of this year, which is coming up pretty quick. So it looks like they're actually starting to prepare for this connection. And from the looks of it, since it says Gimmighoul Normal, it makes me think that we're not just going to get roaming form Gimmighoul, but perhaps we'll actually be able to encounter chest form Gimmighoul, which up until now, chest form Gimmighoul was only able to be encountered in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. And in Pokemon Go, we were able to kind of encounter roaming form Gimmighoul. But I did kind of brush off this tweet because it wasn't too much to go off of. That was until this morning when this little infographic that they did also tweet out on that same day, but for whatever reason I didn't see it till today, came across my feed. And this infographic pertains to everything that they've data mined for the latest update in Pokemon Go. And I'm not so much interested in any of the Hoenn tour details, since obviously Niantic has already officially announced primal raids and we already have all the information on that. However, it is still cool to kind of see like what it's gonna look like in game. But what really piqued my interest and made me want to make this video was this little section in the bottom corner right here. Specifically the sparkly lure and the incense, and this icon here that says Paldea Pokedex. So obviously the Paldea Pokedex is a big one because it clearly shows that they are starting to get ready for us to be able to link Pokemon Go to Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, which that's huge for me. I am actually so excited for that. I feel like that's actually gonna be a really cool collab. But the biggest question that everyone has is about this sparkly lure and incense. And everyone is like, what is that? What is it gonna do? And this is my theory, and I haven't seen anybody say this specifically. People have said that maybe it has to do with shinies, but I think it has to do with Herba Mystica. And I think that they're releasing this sparkly lure and incense in conjunction with the Paldea Pokedex, since of course in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet we have Herba Mystica, which increases shining power, which makes shinies easier to catch. So in my brain, the connection that I'm drawing here is that Niantic is releasing their own version of Herba Mystica so we can kind of do the same thing in Pokemon Go and increase our shiny odds so that we can encounter more shiny Pokemon of a specific type. Or maybe in general, I'm not sure. Maybe it might be for the sparkling incense that it's more of a general population of Pokemon, and for the lures it'll be specific types. Kind of like how you can boost your shiny odds for specific types of Pokemon in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet by creating different sandwich recipes. So that's what got me really excited, is that if they are going that route, this is actually so cool. And I feel like it's gonna be a really refreshing update to Pokemon Go. The other thing that really caught my eye here, and that leads me to believe that I'm kind of on the right track, is the fact that they show shiny Rotom, which, correct me if I'm wrong, you currently can't get shiny Rotom in Pokemon Go. And Rotom in general is an event Pokemon, so it's not something that you can encounter in the wild. So perhaps we're going to be able to encounter Rotoms in the wild now, and we'll be able to get them as a shiny with the introduction of the shiny lures and shiny incense. But let me know if that's too far-fetched of an idea. And the last thing that caught my eye in this infographic was these little icons down here that look like they control some kind of volume, and there's a little text bubble with a question mark. And so some people have speculated that maybe we'll actually be getting some voice acting in Pokemon Go. They've already done it for EX, so it's not too far-fetched of an idea. since they've already done it in other games. And another reason why I think this might actually be a possibility is they did show voice acting for Professor Willow when they did announce the connectivity between Pokemon Go and Pokemon Scarlet and Violet when Professor Willow was having a conversation with Jacques. So if we get voice acting in Pokemon Go, I definitely sense a new wave of popularity rushing in. Because if we get voice acting, which majority of the Pokemon community has been asking for in general in any Pokemon game, especially mainline games, which obviously Pokemon Go is not considered a mainline game, but it's still a big part of Pokemon. And with the addition of new features that are similar to features that we have in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet that have already been a huge hit, I feel like this might breathe new life into this game. But obviously, like I said, this is all just data mined and it's technically a leak, so any of this could change at the drop of a hat or just not happen at all. But I would definitely like to hear what you guys think about everything that we just went over. So leave your thoughts, your opinions, your theories, whatever down below in the comments. But hopefully you guys found this video entertaining, and as always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Love you guys. Bye.